Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm an artist and a member of the Natural History Museum of Sugar. And when I'm not painting, I love reading out loud to my nieces and nephews. So I thought I'd share my love of reading and tell you the story of Kalea and Her Sweet Tooth. It's a lovely and informative book made by Terry Hughes Ulrich and the Sugar Museum. And I hope you all really enjoy it. And just as an FYI, the voices get a little bit silly, so you might want to get your wiggles out before we start. One morning, Kalea and her mom were paddling out into the surf near Diamond Head, Hawaii. She began to dream about donuts, powdery and warm. Hey Mom, when was the last time we went to that donut shop after surfing? Her mom was quiet, pondering her childhood and stopping for donuts on the way home from surfing with her dad. Kalea often dreamed about her favorite sweets: crepes with cherries and whipped cream, chocolate layer cake, lemon bars. Her sister Mackenzie paddled up to her and said, "Hey Kalea, I bet you can't go a whole day without sugar." "What?" she yelled back. "I don't need sugar. I can go a whole week." Her mom just smiled. Day 1. As Kalea got the salt water out of her hair, she smelled French toast and hurried to the breakfast table. "Mom, does this have sugar in it?" Her mom put some lemon in her tea and said, "Kalea, you know how to read the labels. Look at the ingredients." So Kalea read the labels on the bread, eggs, and milk. She was safe. Then she almost dusted a little snow on her French toast. Kalea's family, who lived in Hawaii, called powdered sugar snow. In Honolulu, this is as close as they get to seeing snowfall ever. As she grabbed the duster, a strange little creature on wheels appeared. "Oh, who are you?" Kalea whispered.
"Don't eat me. I am sucrose, better known as sugar, the most popular sweetener in the world. I taste so yummy. I am also known as granulated sugar, molasses, turbinado, muscovado, and evaporated cane syrup, demerara, powdered sugar, brown sugar."
"Stop it, I get it." She cut sucrose off. Kalea then proudly ate her plain French toast, thinking about what to do next. Day 2. The next day, Kalea went grocery shopping with her mom. She was so excited to search for food without sugar that she began singing to herself. "Cereal, cereal, boxes of cereal, which one has no sugar?"
"I'm here! I'm here! I'm here!"
Sucrose said, rolling around everywhere. "You again?" Kalea asked. From behind a few granola cereal boxes, another little sweetener popped up. "Hello, I'm honey. Bees make me from flower nectar, and I've been used as a sweetener for 8,000 years. "That's a long time," Kalea responded. "I learned from my gardening teacher, Miss Amy, that the bees are dying. Is that true?" "Yes," Honey exclaimed. "It's a huge problem. Humans are causing a lot of trouble for the bees and myself." "I'm sorry," Kalea said. "Is there anything I can do to help?" But Honey was gone, so Kalea ran off to find her mom. As Kalea passed the cookie aisle, she heard strange noises, like whispering kids playing hide and seek. She stopped and saw sucrose, Honey, and all kinds of other sweetener creatures scurrying away. One was even on a skateboard. Later that day, a bored Kalea sat searching on the computer for a movie to watch. She found the documentary Fed Up, a movie about sugar. As she watched the film, tears came to her eyes during the parts when they interviewed kids. The movie motivated her to continue her week without sugar and to see how it would make her body feel. Kalea knew her brother, sister, and parents had to watch the film, so she convinced them. Day 3. The next morning, Kalea grabbed an orange, just when a strange creature erupted from the fruit. "Hello, I'm fructose." "Oh man, not another sweetener. Isn't fruit good for me?" Fructose fluttered her eyelashes. "Yes,
when you eat the whole fruit. But if you see me listed as an ingredient, then I have been taken from a plant and made into a powder similar to sugar. It's not the same thing as eating a regular piece of fruit.
Oh, thanks. I guess I need to look for more than sugar on the ingredients list, Kalea said.
Keep up the good work,
Fructose said as she squeezed back into the orange. Day 4. After lunch at her grandma's house, Kalea snuck back into the kitchen to find some sugar-free cookies in the cupboard. Her grandma was diabetic and wasn't supposed to eat sugar. Who are you? The package says it's sugar-free, Kalea said, feeling confused. I'm sorbitol. That's Ace K and sucralose, my friends. We aren't sugar, we're sweeteners. I'm from the sugar alcohol family. I have less calories than sugar, and I'm a little less sweet. I can be found in nature, but I'm made into chemical substances from corn and other plants. Hey, isn't that what happens to fructose? Kalea asked. Yeah, sorbitol responded. Kind of like fructose, but I can give humans nasty stomach pain and bad gas if they eat too much, he snorted. And they always do. Sucralose said, Ace K and I are artificial sweeteners. Ace is 200 times sweeter than sugar, and I'm 600 times sweeter. Ace K, that's a cool name, Kalea marveled. My name's really acetylfame potassium, but we all got nicknames in the lab. Sucralose is also called Splenda. Kalea slowly opened the package and ate one of the cookies. At first, it tasted nice and sweet. After a couple of bites, she had this weird taste in her mouth. She grabbed some milk. Ugh, now I really want a homemade cookie, she thought to herself. After dinner, while Kalea was brushing her teeth, she thought about making it through 4 days of her sugar-free week. She was so excited until she looked in the mirror and saw something moving in her mouth.
Oh, I am xylitol, and I am sugar alcohol from the birch tree.
She spit out the toothpaste. What are you doing in my mouth?
I am often found in toothpaste and chewing gum, since I help your teeth fight cavities,
Xylitol said.
But I can also poison dogs if they eat me.
Oh, my friend Sammy has a cute little puppy. I'd better warn her about you, Kalea said, and then went off to bed. Day 5. Kalea was getting used to eating her oatmeal with bananas instead of brown sugar for breakfast. After surfing, she went to her friend Chenoa's house to play. Kalea recognized the lovely smell of chocolate chip cookies as she knocked on the front door. Oh, cool. This is going to be such a fun day, she said to Chenoa. But I thought you gave up sugar for the week, Chenoa said, and then felt bad reminding her. Oh, yeah, Kalea said. They are my favorite. This is torture. Then, with a burst of strength, she said, Let's go outside and play soccer. After playing soccer, Chenoa offered Kalea a stick of gum. When she opened the wrapper, she saw another creature. It was so small she barely saw it on the gum. Chenoa, do you see that guy? Right there? Yeah, what is it? Chenoa asked. Hey, I'm the reason the gum is so sweet. I'm saccharin, the first artificial sweetener invented. Dad, Chenoa hollered, why is there an artificial sweetener in my gum? You said we should only eat things with organic raw sugar, date sugar, or something more natural. I guess I missed that, her dad said. Want to try something really cool? A miracle berry? Kalea thought about it. Okay, I can eat a berry. They each took a bite, but it didn't taste sweet at all. It was kind of blah. Now, try this lemon. Chenoa's dad cut them each a slice with his chef knife. Oh, weird. It's sweet. That's really a lemon? Chenoa asked. Yeah, it's a lemon, Chenoa's dad said, smiling. The miracle berry comes from West Africa. Some people have used it for about 300 years to make bitter and sour food taste better. They tried lots of things in the kitchen over the next hour until their taste buds went back to normal. Kalea had such a fun day, she forgot all about the chocolate chip cookies. Day 6. Kalea spent the day at the beach reading a book and surfing with her sister. She was so distracted, she hardly thought about sugar at all. That night, Kalea woke from her sleep in a sweat. She was in a laboratory similar to her mom's. She looked down at her white lab coat and saw hundreds of rats running around the corner toward her. She jumped up on the workbench and screamed. They stared at her with sad red eyes and began fidgeting nervously. Then they ran in circles around the lab bench. Just then, behind one of the chemicals next to her, another strange sweetener character creeped out.
Hello, I am aspartame.
The creature snickered. One of the baby rats stopped, looked at aspartame, and cowered in fear. What are they running for? Kalea asked aspartame.
I think they are tired of drinking me and are looking for some water.
Then all of a sudden the rats were on the bench attacking aspartame from all sides. That's when Kalea woke up feeling pretty freaked out. She'd never thought about all the rats used to test chemical sweeteners. Kalea then drifted off to sleep, dreaming about rescuing the rats. Day 7. The following day, she went to the school garden with her mom to pull weeds. On the way, she asked her mom, "What do you know about sweeteners?" "Well," her mom said, "I think it's important to consider our health, but also the environment. It's pretty complicated, but I think it's better to choose organic sweeteners that are least processed. Some of the artificial sweeteners that are up to 8,000 times sweeter than sugar might be okay because we use so little of them. Scientists have also discovered that sweeteners like sucralose and ACE-K survive through our waste stream after they leave our bodies and then end up in rivers and oceans. That might not be good for fish and plants further down the road." Again, the characters were popping up everywhere in the garden. Kalea recognized fructose now. "Mom, is that tree called Miracleberry?" "Yes, we should have some ripe ones soon," her mom said. "Who are you?" Kalea said to the little guy on the green leaf.
Stevia is my name. Taste my leaf. I am also made into a white powder that is a lot sweeter than sugar.
"Wow," Kalea said. "That has a nice taste. A little like licorice."
Yup, that's me. There's another sweetener like me with no calories that's been grown in China for centuries. It's also very sweet. It's called Lo Hong Guo.
"Wow, Mom, can we plant some Lo Hong Guo?" That night, Kalea slept at her cousin's house. "Evan," she said excitedly, "guess what? This is my 7th day eating no sugar." "Really?" "Well, I do that all the time," Evan said. Evan's mom laughed as she poured him some cough medicine. "Evan, do you see those guys?" Kalea asked. "Where?" Evan said. "They're jumping everywhere," Kalea shouted. "See your spoon? They just jumped out of the bottle." "Oh, wow, I see them now. What are they?" "Those are all sweeteners in your medicine." "Why are there so many?" Kalea asked. "Because it's syrup," Evan giggled as he drank it down quickly. She did it! Kalea woke up early thinking about what she would eat to celebrate. She yelled from her bed, "Mom, can you make me something sweet? I did my whole week without sugar. Can you believe it?" "Okay, I'll get up in a minute," Kalea's mom grumbled, trying to fall back asleep. "I'm so proud of you. What do you want for breakfast?" "I think your cousin Ian is making breakfast for everyone this morning." Kalea pondered about the past week. She learned a lot from the little sweeteners and hoped they would keep showing up. Her garden teacher suggested she watch some short films that kids made near San Francisco called The Big Picture. She also couldn't wait to watch the documentary More Than Honey again with her friend Sammy. Kalea enjoyed researching online about sweeteners. There she found a new one that was 20,000 times sweeter than sugar. Kalea tried to imagine how that could be and whose job it was to taste them. She was a bit torn about which sweeteners to choose. sugar alcohols, raw or less processed sugars, or super sweet artificials? Which would you choose? That concludes our story, but if you flip to the next few pages, you can see the index of sweeteners. There's a long list of all of their names and their attributes. I hope you enjoy your research.